Hello everyone. So in today's video, I read fantasy for a week, which isn't that crazy of a thing to do. I feel like I feel like I tend to read a lot of romance books, so I was not feeling that this week, and I really wanted to do like a challenge, but I didn't want to do like dark romance. I didn't want to I don't know. So I went with fantasy, and I have read fantasy before. Like I read Harry Potter, I read Fourth Wing, Percy Jackson, whatever, but that I haven't really read any fantasy books. So I decided to do this and read fantasy for a week, and basically I read all of Once Upon a Broken Heart, the trilogy, and I also read the first Divine Rivals, which was, you can see at the end, it was the last book I read. But yeah, so this was exciting. I want to keep doing more like reading challenges, like maybe not reading for 24 hours because I am a high schooler. I don't think I actually have time for that. Like if I was going to do that, I should have done it this summer. Did not do that. But maybe like 12 hours straight or something, or like 15. I don't know. If you have any like reading challenges, like you've seen other like book YouTubers do it, then you can comment it and I will probably get around to doing it at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi before you got swept in. So the first book I started with was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and that's what you're about to see, so I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I am on page 128, read this far. It's really good. It's really good. Basically right now, of course, they left where they're from and they went to another land, which happened in Caraval too, but this way it was easier. They weren't running from someone. Yeah, so as of right now, I like it. The description in this book, oh my god, it's so good. Every aspect of the fantasy world is just explained so well. And yeah, I'm about a little over a fourth of the way, because it's like 400 pages, I think, and I really like it so far. It's the next day. I'm also making lunch right now, like an early lunch, because I have work soon. But basically I've just been reading all morning. So I am a little over halfway done with the book. I'm on page 236. I don't really know what I expected from this book, especially considering like I knew one of the main characters already. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely good. It's definitely very fast paced, especially compared to like Finale and not Caraval. Caraval was very fast paced also, I feel like. It's also very easy to read. I don't know how long I've read, but I'm already this far. I read this much. In the book, there's just been a wedding, and I feel that something bad is about to happen. So I really want to keep reading. All I want to do is just sit and finish this book. But sadly, I have work in like an hour. I think I'll finish this today, considering how invested I already am. Since there's like 3 books, yeah, in the series, I really just want Jax, the Fate, to get a happy ending. Like, I know he's so evil 90% of the time, but I just want him to get a happy ending. I feel bad for him. Like, I don't even know why. I don't even know what's wrong with him, why he's like this. But I just, like, I'm sad for him. And I think he needs happiness. But I just wanted to update you on where I am in the book. Honestly, it's very fairy tale. It's very, very fairy tale. Like, Caraval was more magical, not really fairy tale. Bro, I need those. I only own one of those books. I need to own all of them because I really just want to reread them. I think, honestly, that series is one of my favorites. Like, probably not as favorite as Fourth Wing for like fantasy and stuff, but I really like it. And I like this too so far. I just don't know, like, I feel like they already had enough bad in the last series, and I don't think they need any more bad. Especially this girl. This main character, her dad and her mom are dead. So first her mom died, and then her dad was like, I need to remarry so my daughter has a mom. Classic Cinderella, like, thing. And then her dad died like 6 months later. And so then she fell in love. And then she found out the man she fell in love with was engaged, and she thought he was under a curse or something, so she tried to stop it, but then everyone got turned into stone at his wedding. So she got turned into stone to replace them. And then he doesn't love her or something. So we still don't know if he was under a spell, but I don't think he was. So, like, this is kind of awful for her, but I will update you later again. Okay, the lighting's really bad right now. I'm on page 386. I just got home from work like half an hour ago. I was reading at work because it was raining, so there weren't any people to give ice cream to. So I got like 100 pages further. The biggest plot twist just happened. I didn't even think of this one once. I should have been thinking of it. It should have been so obvious. I can totally believe this. This makes so much sense. If you want a story, Stephanie Garber will give you a story. Oh my god. I need to talk about Jax once I finish the book. I have like less than 20 pages left, so I will get back to you. Another plot twist. This one is even bigger. I am in shock. I can't believe this. And I don't want to spoil it. Third plot twist in under 20 pages. I don't know if I can handle anymore. But anyways, I finished the book. So I started it like yesterday. Yesterday before work. So it really didn't take me that long at all. I was extremely invested in this book. I think I give it 4 stars. I'm a sucker for Stephanie Garber and Jax. I can't tell you anything about the third plot twist because it would like every plot twist would spoil everything and make this book unnecessary to read. So I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you that this book is really good. I'm trying to figure out if I like it more than Caraval or less. I think I like Donatella better than Evangeline. I like Donatella, what's his name, and Dante better. But I like Jax better than... No, I like Jax just as much. Just I don't like Evangeline as much. But I think I like the plot of this one better than like the first Caraval, at least, because that one was really kind of confusing for me to follow, just because like the games, I don't know, since it was a game, everything was just confusing my brain and I could not keep it all straight in my head. But I was thinking about reading Divine Rivals next, but since I'm left on this cliffhanger and I have second and third one right next to me, The Ballad of Never After, so I think I'm gonna pick it up immediately. See, this is my problem. I read books really quickly, but then once I finish a book, I like think about it for like 4 days. I don't read any other books. I just sit there and I like take it all in, and I'm kind of like mourning it, like I finished this book, which is sad, especially with standalones. But since this is a challenge, I'm going to pick up this next book right away. So you should definitely read Caraval before this, because everything's kind of spoiled if you read this after. I was not gonna update you. I was just gonna keep reading. I woke up and I just started reading. And I'm almost 3/4 of the way done with the book. It's like 10:30 a.m. So that's pretty good. Okay, but I've been thinking about it. There's never... What the heck? There's never a dull moment in this, like, series. Never. Something is always happening. Something is always going wrong. They will never be together. Jackson and Evangeline will never be together, basically. This is the slowest slow burn of the world. Like, actually. Slowest slow burn. Starting to figure out who Jax might be. Like, for real. Who he was before becoming a Fate. So that's good. But I'm on page 273. So much happens. Like I said, never a dull moment. It's constantly, like, there's no climax of the book. It's just straight. Like this is the bottom and this is the top, and it's straight at the top instead of going, like, building up and then down. Never. But it's so weird to think that literally, like, this book, not this book, but, like, this series started out with, like, Caraval, and that was literally just a game. Like, it was just a game that people got invited to. And now, like, they thought the world was gonna end in part of Caraval because of the Fates, but now the Fates aren't that bad. Like, what? And now we are collaborating with Fates, and we are... I don't even, like... they're just trying not to open an arch. Some people are trying to open it, some people are not trying to open it. We don't know what's inside. It could cause the whole destruction of the North, but whatever. Yeah, it's really interesting, actually. But I do think these books are confusing sometimes, just because there's so much happening. But that doesn't deter me. I still love it. I finished the book. It's kind of sad. I don't know what I thought the ending was gonna be, but it was not this, because, like, no one won. None of them got what they wanted. I'm gonna read the next one now. There's less than 100 pages left in this book, and they're not together, and bad things keep happening, and this is not good. And I'm scared they're not gonna end up together, for real. I'm so scared. What if they don't end up together? Something really bad just happened. A really bad deal was made. Now there's 20 pages left. And it got better. But then it got way worse. You can't wrap this up in 20 pages and make it happy. There's no way. I finished the book at 12:25. I just had to write everything down. Oh my god. That series, the trilogy, so good. It was even better than Caraval. I'm not lying to you. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. So much happened. I was rooting for them the whole time. it ended well. We knew it was gonna end well. I'm scared they're not gonna end up together for real. But you should read it because that was actually so good. Like, it was pure fantasy, like fairy tale fantasy, not like Fourth Wing was fantasy because of like the dragons and stuff, but this was like kingdoms and princes and princesses and balls and rivalry and soldiers and true love, and so cute. I love it so much. So overall for this trilogy, I give them 5 stars, but the first one I gave 4 stars, the second one I gave 4 stars, and the third one I gave 5 stars. It was so good. But like, honestly, I would have given them all 5 stars, but I'm trying to be picky with my 5 stars. I don't want to just hand them out to everything. But it has not even been a week. It's been, so I have 2 days left of this challenge. So next I think I will be reading Divine Rivals. I think that's what it's called. Just because it's the only fantasy. Oh my god, I'm so glad I did this challenge. Oh, someone's here. Those books were so good. I gotta go. Today is the last day of like my reading fantasy for a week, but I did start this book yesterday. I'm this far in. I don't think I'll finish it. Maybe I will. I don't know how much to do today. Maybe I'll just finish this vlog until I finish this book. Or I'll continue the vlog. But I'm reading Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It's so good. Okay, I might just be like extremely easy to please. Like, I don't really dislike books that often. On page 164, chapter like 23. This is so cool. The concept of it is so cool. Like, the fact that, first of all, they're magically connected. Their notes are magically connected. Like, I'm not going to tell you how because that's a little spoiler. But, and then just like Iris in general, she's so cool. She's like very cool. I really like her. She's very strong. She's been through a lot. She's putting herself through even more. I will update you how I feel in this book. I might just read for the next hour. And I should probably post a YouTube video because it's been like 2 weeks. I have one sitting ready. I have it ready in my computer, but I just have not posted it. It's like a few hours later. Like, I was reading, but I was at the gym. Everyone keeps dying in this book. This is depressing. This is like, this is war. This is really like war. I have a little over 100 pages left. Okay, everything is going so perfectly right now. This is kind of far. This chapter is called The Crime of Joy. Something's gonna go wrong. Something has to go wrong. They're not gonna get what they want. I can feel it. Which is sucky. But it has to happen because it's a book. So, I'm gonna keep reading. I just finished the book. What I expected to happen happened. And it's not a good thing. It kind of reminds me a bit of Shatter Me. Roman. Not that Roman is a bad person at all in the beginning, like how Aaron is, kind of, but like the way he cares about Iris reminds me of the way that Aaron cares about Juliet. And so does our story, kind of. Like, this is just like a very Shatter Me ending to a book. But so now I usually am reading library books because I don't have any money to buy new books. But I did already download the second audiobook so I can listen to it. And yeah. So I'm gonna go shower and start listening to that. But I am going to end this video here because it's been a whole week. So in that week I read 4 books. Every single book I read this week was so good. like unbelievably good. I think you should read them all, especially if you want to branch out into fantasy, if you like fantasy in general. But they're both very good. Honestly, going into this book, I didn't know what I would think about it, but I really liked it. I thought I was gonna be like hesitant to like, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get into it, because like with Priory of the Orange Tree, I tried reading it, I can't get into it yet, and so I thought it was gonna be similar to that, but this was really easy to get into. It was really nice to read. It was written well. The characters are very likable. It kind of felt, they're like, the feelings for each other kind of felt a little bit fast-paced, but it is a war, so you don't really have much time for anything. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for next week.